player from before, even if you had a bad game, you're gonna think na, oh, will coach still use me the next game? I didn't get to do my 100% best. But makita mo talagang tiwala ng community and the coaches sa kanya. So I'm really happy for Rayson because he's starting. So this is time for him to redeem himself in this huge game.
Letran 0-3. Believe it or not, hindi po kami nagbibiro. This is the first time a defending champion in the past 17 years has started without a win in the first 3 games, but they have to win today, and they have to do it against their arch rival, San BEDA. And here's Rayson. Rayson looking for Go, throws it out to Monhe, who shoots a 3, and can't get the lucky bounce by Yosing. And you can see the intensity from the jump.
Just a few seconds in, really getting physical. And like you mentioned, Rayson, I like what he's doing. He's not forcing any shots right now. He's getting everyone involved. And that's the game we all know he plays. He attacks, and if he has a mismatch, he'll always kick out. But yung nga lang, at that time, di medyo ready ang kanilang big man to receive the ball from Rayson.
And look at the patience of San BEDA. On their first offensive sequence, Alfaro sees some space, decides to drive, and Payosig will put it up. Does not work. Wow, comes up with the board. Rayson, bounce pass to Patalier. Both teams waiting for the play to unfold. Bola napunta dito kay Deo for 3. Wala. So that's 2 threes missed by Letran to start off this contest.
You cannot fall in love with shooting outside. Yes, the past games they were going in the first quarter, pero ngayon it's not the same. They have to find new adjustments in scoring.
Oh, that was a good strong move by Monhe, but he blew that layup. But I'm happy to see him actually post up. That's one of the few times I've seen him create for his own self from the post. Samantala, Cortez shoots a 3. His first shot doesn't drop. It's Letran basketball. Monhe is running, and he will set up the offense by giving it up to Kurt Rayson as we go to Hannah Arguelles for this report on the San BEDA side.
A game between two rivals, a game between two teams who knows what it takes to be champions. Inaabangan nga ng marami ang laban nitong dalawang koponan na to because alam natin ang history ng San BEDA Red Lions at ng LETRAN Knights. Sabi nga ng key player ng Red Lions, si Jacob Cortez, we all know that emotions are going to be high, especially during this game, but we must come to the game mentally focused and prepared. We must not feel emotional. Can the Red Lions continue their winning momentum? Or will the LETRAN Knights slay the Lion and hand them a loss? What do you think, Anton and Andrew?
Well, in a game like this, it's very hard to say.
Exactly.
But, yep, it is BEDA Letran. Letran San BEDA, however you want to package that. This is a rivalry matchup. One of the most highly anticipated games, and it only happens at least twice a year.
Exactly. And if we can go back to individual statistics or what's been happening, ito kanina, I'm really impressed. Ang bilis ng growth ni Rayson, from seeing him struggling from the field outside the painted area, having problems shooting. He's already being more careful by driving and getting his team involved. Yun nga lang, ang ganda ng defense ng San BEDA. So I just want to see adjustment dito ng Letran and how they can receive those passes properly.
I can't believe I'm saying this, Dre, but when you describe Rayson as careful, it's kind of like a double-edged sword because he's turning the ball over 3.7 times per game.
Wow.
There were some games where he had 7 turnovers, but if you're Kurt Rayson, you also need him to be aggressive and less careful.
So ito nga from being aggressive, mas nagiging careful for siya. So let's see if he needs to learn how to balance it. In other words, you're right. He needs to learn how to balance being careful and aggressive at the same time.
Yun, balance is the word, and it's easier said than done. All right, let's get an update on the Letran side. Here's a report from Lexi Gonzalez.
Humility. Yan daw ang magic word na binanggit ni Coach Renzi Bahar sa LETRAN Knights. Dagdag pa ni Coach Renzi sa kanila, yung mga teams na hungry to beat, dapat mas hungry tayo sa kanila. And because I made a visit to the LETRAN practice yesterday, naikwento na rin sa akin ni Coach Renzi that their whole team went to church together 3 nights ago. And according to him, the homily was like a message sent to them na lahat ng tao may pinagdadaan ng pagsubok. It's just how you accept at magkaisa para malagpasan ito. Sabi pa niya, he wants to mold this team into a disciplined team. That's why in their 2 practices, they focused on their defense, and how to end the game with a positive result. At dahil birthday ni Coach Renzi today, the Letran Knights are giving good energy, Anton and Andrew.
Oh, happy birthday, Coach.
Alam na natin kung anong gustong regalo nito si Coach Renzi Bahar.
Of course.
Siyempre, unang panalo bilang bagong head coach ng Letran Knights. And you know what's ironic as we see this triple by Peter Alfaro, Renzi Bahar is actually a Bedan.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, that's a good tribute to know.
He's a Bedan.
So I'm pretty sure Coach already knows the atmosphere he's gotten into with this game by Letran versus San Beda.
And it's also interesting to note, he told me, sabi ko kasi sa kanya, ano yung pinagkaiba ng kultura ng pagiging bedista at letranista? Sabi niya, not much.
Not much.
Because the passion is there, the drive to win is there.
Oh, yes, definitely.
So that's what he's focusing on.
So as I say, kumbaga, no, not much difference kasi as long as there's passion nga, commitment, and the love, you will already feel at home.
Alfaro. Dinedepensa ni Rayson. Cortez with a drive. Wow, Jacob Cortez with a body control.
Jacob Cortez being patient. As we see na, he loves to be beyond the arc, making those tough shots. Pero ngayon, he's getting his pace, getting the rhythm going, which is very well done with the play nga ng San Beda by moving off the ball screen as well.
Monhe. Wow, catch and shoot. You know this rookie has the green light to shoot. It doesn't matter how many times he misses, he will let it fly.
And what I've noticed, once Wahao is not getting his rhythm from the outside, best believe he will find his way inside. So if you're San Beda, you have to make sure he does not see that open lane because he will really take it strong to the basket.
He has that size and that strength as well to bully his way to the basket. That's why he's a tough cover. Rayson, alley-oop play, unable to connect with Go. And Coach Renzi Bahar has seen enough. His Knights struggling to buy a basket. He calls a timeout. At dahil Beda Letran ngayon, we're gonna see a lot of this, a lot of moments from the fan cam as the students, supporters from both San Beda and Letran coming out in batches to scream their lungs out today in this matchup.
I mean, we do love the game. Aren't we considered fans as well? I don't know. If you guys want to put us on screen, why not? I don't mind. I'm here, ready to wave.
Just to let you know, Dre, I don't know if you saw it, but Bo Belga, who was covering the game prior to this game with Martin Javier, he was the first ever guy to be featured in the Hottie Camp.
Wow, Hottie Camp. Does he get a
Hottie
statue
Camp.
for that or a plaque? I want one. Like, huge respect. I want one too. That's a good, I'll be part of my resume. I'm not just an NCAA analyst. I'm also part of the Hottie Camp. That's really great to have on my resume.
Again, maraming salamat sa lahat ng mga nanonood ngayon. Anton Rojas alongside Andre Paras. And of course, we also have Lexi Gonzalez and Hannah Arguelles reporting for Letran and San Beda respectively. Cortez just scored his first field goal moments ago. Cortez, binigay dito kay Andrada. Andrada, shot was a little bit too strong. Babalik ang bola dito sa mga Letranista.
And you gotta give it to Letran. They do not give up on defense. Kahit mismatch, they will close out hard. Yun nga, prior to their last game, kahit ang ganda ng mga close-out nila, shoot yung ball. But now, parang patas na because both of them are giving the same energy on offense and on defense as well.
Monhe missing on that fadeaway. Letran still can't buy a basket from the field. Alfaro. Payosing. Payosing binigay kay Andrada. Pick and pop. Oh, he grabs his own miss. Yukian and Andrada with a finish.
You gotta love this kid's confidence. Not only does he use his size in getting his teammates open with those screens, but he also has the green light to shoot from the outside. Eto pa, even if he misses, he's big enough to grab his own rebound. So obviously, LETRAN needs to put a body on him for him not to get the offensive rebound.
Wow, pops out on the elevator screen. Deo, wow. Gets the LETRAN fans off their seats.
Eto na, once Quahao catches fire, best believe, tuloy-tuloy na yan. But yun nga lang, you really gotta put a body on him. But even though, make sure he doesn't get in the driving lane.
Meanwhile, Cortez launches from the outside. Habillanar comes up with the board. That's the fastest 6 minutes I've ever experienced so far this season. Oh no, Alfaro is bleeding. He got hit. There is blood.
Whoa.
On the hard court. Oh man.
Now this is tough. Like they need him in the game right now. That happened so fast. That's crazy.
All right, let's see it here on the replay. Oh.
Huh. I don't know. Does slow motion make it better or worse to make the ball? Because you never know.
That was Rafael Go. With his elbows sticking out and connecting right smack on the forehead of Peter Alfaro.
Let's see kung anong tawag dito.
An eventful 6 minutes and 11 seconds is an understatement. Ang daming nangyari. A lot of shots taken. And you can describe shots differently, not just in basketball terms. And that just awakened the Sunbeda crowd here inside the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center. Anytime you see one of your own in pain and bleeding that way, kukulo yung dugo mo.
Oh yes, and best believe the Sunbeda Red Lights will feed off of this. So as of now, we're seeing what is happening.
So apparently, Peter Alfaro has been taken back to the dugout to be attended to. We will get an update on that later on from Hannah Arguelles.
All right.
Disqualifying foul, number 5, Rafael Dole. Rafael Dole out of the play court.
A disqualifying foul on Rafael Go. He has been ejected from this game at the 3:49 mark of the first period.
Oof.
So, actually, hindi pa sinasub si Rafael Go. He started this game. He's played the entire game so far. 2 rebounds. Hasn't taken a shot. And he's ejected.
Grabe. I mean, we know the absence of Sanggalang, their big man, and we know next in line is Rafael Go. Even last year, we saw him being, grabe yung potential niya. And now, this is going to be a big game for him as well to prove what he can do as a big man and how he can help with the system. But stuff like this will obviously, it's going to be a huge impact on him. And of course, with the LETRAN Knights as well. So, sayang.
The coaching staff of LETRAN saying that he just had his hands up. But You and I both know, Dre, that that video is going to be all over social media, if not
Oh, yes.
already.
Oh, yes.
And Rafael Go ejected from this game due to that disqualifying foul.
Eto, Anton, hopefully, when things obviously cool down, maybe we get to hear both sides, what they think, because everyone's in the heat of the moment. You know, everyone's, you know, they react to what's happening. Tingnan natin kung ano mangyayari. But it's tough for both teams.
I mean, Dre, you've played, marami ka nang na-experience na banggaan.
Oh, yes.
Like when you have your elbows up,
It's tough to say. Kasi obviously, we have to go back to basics. When you want to do a screen, you obviously put your
Yeah.
arms down, make sure you use your shoulder, ika nga shoulder to shoulder. Pero ito, timely lang, nakataas yung kamay niya, nakalabas yung elbow. So we can't really tell kung nagkasabay ba or ano ba ang dahilan. It's tough. It's really tough to say. Kahit sabi mo, ang dami pang camera kung gaano pa, ganda ng quality, i-slow-mo po pa. Wala na. The call has been made. He's out of the playing court. So now, let us see kung ano ba ang magiging adjustment when it comes to the part of the big men ng Letran Knights.
and we also hope that Peter Alfaro is okay.
Oh, yes.
Because that was a lot of blood.
A lot of blood, but if we look at the brighter side of things, he was able to walk out. Could be the adrenaline, pero kahit na that looked like he'll need stitches. But hey, tough guy, and hopefully makabalik pa siya in this game.
Alfaro hit a 3 to start off this game and grab the rebound. Cortez missing on that fadeaway. Papalik ang bola sa Letran. Rayson racing ahead. Too fast for his own good.
Like I mentioned, the last game, even though that was what happened in the last game, they didn't get their win. Kahit ang gaganda ng kanilang ball rotation, pero ngayon, they look like they're struggling in offensively. So hopefully nga, maka-adjust sila after this timeout.
It's a 5-point lead for the Sun BEDA Red Lions. Dre, ito yung mga sinasabi ko sa iyo. We have variations of the camera situations. Ito naman, ang tropa cam. I-flex mo ang tropa mo.
So, how do we become part of this? Kung hindi man hottie cam, fan cam, tropa cam, like, does it be 2 or more, 3 or more? No, you gotta be as happy as them and as excited. Tayo kasi nakapokus talaga sa laban eh.
All right, this is the situation. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first period. Peter Alfaro bloodied due to an elbow of Rafael Go. Ana Arguelles has an update on us from what happened kay Peter. Ana? All right, we can't hear Hannah right now, but hopefully we can get the update later on. Pero yun nga, tinamaan si Peter Alfaro. And Rafael Go was ejected for it. His right elbow hit his forehead. All right, let's try to get the report from Hannah right now.
Ayun na nga, Anton and Andre, we had a bit of physicality kanina with Rafael Go, and it resulted to Peter Alfaro being elbowed on his forehead. But according to Dr. Ana Marie Morelos, it is just a minor cut, and injuries on the face just tend to be bloodier than usual. At ang kailangan lang dito ay pressure. Pero Alfaro is clear to go. He is free to play. That is what I can
so much, Hannah, for that very quick health update dito kay Peter Alfaro.
Uh-oh, like you mentioned, once something like this happens, it's gonna get you going. It's gonna fuel you. So if Alfaro comes back on the court, best believe it's no mercy. So let's see how he plays up after he gets cleared to play again.
Nigel Gonzalez, rookie point guard from Mapua, is on the floor for the first time. Meanwhile, Kutapay missing on his first triple try.
That's a good try, pero you have to look at your bigs, yung magandang option nyo sa loob. They are already doing their best in trying to receive the ball, already posting up, pero hindi pa nakikita. So hopefully sa next offense, maka-adjust sila and dump the ball in the post kasi they have the height advantage right now. So all you have to do is give to the bigs and put it up.
Kutapay finishing in the paint, miss from the outside. He will not miss from inside.
Just like that. Just be patient. Stay inside the paint. Obviously, you don't get the 3 seconds, but be patient, know your spots, and you will be rewarded.
Garupil, rookie point guard, is seeing action very early. And actually, this is the first time na maglalaro itong si Garupil this season.
Wow.
J. Stephen Garupil making a surprise entry para sa Letran.
This is going to be big for him to add to his resume and to see what he can do in big situations like this. And ito, going back, yes, beautiful play by Letran earlier. Pero yung nga lang, they really need to get their bigs involved like what San Beda is doing. It looks like sa sobrang ganda ng defense ng San Beda, hindi nangyayari yun.
And Deo, wow, blowing kisses to the Letran faithful as he knocks down his second triple of the game.
Ito, Quajo's doing well beyond the arc, so we might not be seeing him driving inside the lane as of now. Pero tingnan natin if he decides to switch it up to confuse the San Beda defense.
Puno, San Beda rookie, now on the floor.
Wow. Look at the space Hopia gives once he gives that screen. You gotta reward him. Once he rolls to the basket, positions at the block to get that ball at the post, best believe all he has to do is put the ball up. Pero sana makita ka ng mga guards to ng San Beda.
Nigel receives the inbound pass. Nigel pulls up for 3. At maubusan ng oras ang San Beda.
Ito, para napapansin ko, the San Beda Red Lions are kind of falling in love with shooting from the outside, not seeing na ang laki ng advantage nila inside the post. Same with Letran. If I were the guard, I would dump the ball in the post kasi ang gandang matchup to. Not only magandang matchup, but it's easy for them to create. The bigs can create, they can shoot from the outside. So instead of falling in love from the outside, adjust by going inside the paint.
Let's see if Letran will do that, even though right now, it's Deo Quajo who has been connecting from the outside. Just what Andre Paras was looking for. Quajo showing us that he can also convert from the paint. And more importantly, he has tied the game up at 11. Gallego on the floor para sa mga bedista, smothered. Garupil, the rookie, is running, gives it to Javilinar. Javilinar, extra dribble, and flexing.
Uh-oh. Here we go. This is the Javilinar we all know.
The gun show featuring Pau Javilinar, and he gives Letran the 2-point advantage. Ito yung backdoor play, Deo Quajo. This is what tied the game up, and this is what gave Letran the lead. Look at the patience, Dre.
Wow. And this is Letran basketball talaga. It's either they run at the fast break, doesn't matter kung anong position yan. They know their lanes, reward them. Whoever's closest to the basket, like si Javilinar. Ito naman si Quajo. Even if it's doing well outside, he still adjusts by cutting to the basket. Because obviously, if you keep shooting from the outside, mas-scout ka maaga, what the coach would say, okay, just put your hands up, magbimintis and hindi. Nag-adjust na siya bago mag-adjust yung San Beda sa kanya.
Yung San Beda hindi pa nakaka-adjust dito sa new player ng Letran, si Garupil. He was the one who set up that shot by Habilanar. Playing for the first time here in his NCAA career. Para sa Letran.
And like you mentioned nga, wala pang adjustment yung San Beda. It could probably wala silang scouting sa kanya. Kasi sa first time he's playing, they don't really know much about his style of play or how he can affect in today's game. Yung nga lang, he is an unselfish player. So best believe he will be getting everybody involved, especially inside the paint.
And he's big for his position as we see the shot by Payosing. Hopya! One-handed putback. How about that? A one-handed putback at the buzzer. Watch
Wow.
this. Pinangga si Habilanar. Flex on this.
Didn't need to box out at all. Wow.
And at the end of one, we are tied in the first Letran San Beda matchup here in season 99. We will be back for quarter number 2.